so I did not update you last night. I only updated you in the morning. My bad. I didn't read much of anything yesterday, and by the time I was reading, I was trying to edit the vlog to get it up. So, this will be the beginning of part 2. I have read The Couple Next Door, The Patient. I am currently reading, oh my god, The Saturday Night Ghost Club. I spaced. And then today I started Carvalhal. So I'm still in the middle of Saturday Night Ghost Club, but my tablet was dying. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to sit where it's plugged in. And last night I downloaded the audiobook for Carvalhal so that I can listen to it when I do chores. So I've been listening to it this morning so that while I got ready, while I cleaned up the house, put away some laundry. Right now my vacuum is running, my little robot vacuum, and when it's done I'm going to mop. But all that I can listen to while I do it. I'm on page 90, kind of. I don't know exactly because like I said, I've been listening to it, so I just know I'm on chapter 10, and chapter 10 starts on page 88, so I'm assuming it's 90-ish. But I usually don't like to download audiobooks of books I own, just because why would I listen to them when I own them? Like, why not read them physically? But since I'm trying to, like, read these books by the end of Sunday, I was like, okay, well, I'll make an exception. So I downloaded Carvalhal audiobook and the Guest List audiobook because they are both available at my library immediately, which is fantastic. That's, like, never happened to me before. But like I said, I've been listening to it around the house, and I'm going to listen to it while I read it. I enjoy doing that sometimes. I don't do it a lot. The only time I think I've ever done that is with The Shining. I listened to it and read it physically. I didn't listen to it by itself ever, but when I physically read it, I listened at the same time because it was like the only way for me to stay focused on it, and I really enjoyed the actor because I'm sure most of you know The Shining is about Jack, and when he's like on his descent to madness, the character reading slowly is like he's speaking as if he is also going into madness. So it was just done really well, but in my opinion. So I'm going to continue listening while I physically read it now that I'm kind of done cleaning up right now while my vacuum is going. But my plan is to get a nice chunk of this done today since I can listen to it. It's a big boy. But it's YA, and so far it's really good though. It's about this girl named Scarlett, and all her life she's been sending these letters to this man named Legend she really wants him to bring Carvalhal to her island, or isle of whatever, but it's an island. And he never has, and finally this year, the current time period, he wrote her back and was like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to go to your island, but I'm going to have my Carvalhal here. I would love for you to come. Here are some tickets. So she just got there where I'm at right now. So she just got there, gave him the tickets, and went in. So all I know is that it's a game, and the prize is a wish. So this is day 1 of Carvalhal. I think it's a week long, but she's planning on only staying for 1 day, which we all know that's not going to happen. Duh. Because her wedding is in 10 days. So her dad has arranged a wedding for her with some count that she's never met, but her wedding is in 10 days to this guy. And then she just kind of left to go to this Carvalhal. Her dad doesn't know that. I'm sure he knows now, but she just left without telling him because she knew he'd be really mad. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. It's very fun and fantastical at the moment, but I don't know why, but I feel like this Carvalhal or whatever is going to get dark. I don't know why. That's what I'm feeling. It's what I want to happen, but I don't know if it will because it's a YA fantasy. But I'm very excited, and it's so cute on the inside. Let's see if I can show. They have, well, I'm not this far yet, but like there's all the letters she wrote to him are like this, and I don't think her ticket was like that. Yeah, I think it was. No, I don't know. But there's a ticket on the back, so we'll just pretend that's what it looks like. that's all I've gotten so far. Hopefully I'll be better today about getting some reading done since I can listen to it, but yeah, sorry for not updating you yesterday. Hi, today is Saturday. Yesterday I got about halfway done with Carvalhal because I was able to listen to it, and then I sat down and read some while I listened as well, and then I'm almost done with the Saturday Night Ghost Club. I'm not loving that one. I don't know why. There's nothing like wrong with it, but it's not really holding my attention. I'll read some and I find myself like drifting off in my mind. I have to go back and like read that part again. So I don't know how I feel about it yet. I'm hoping the end gets better, but the only thing I do like about it is since it's being told from a man, like he's telling a story about his past, he's able to like fill in a lot of blanks too. So like when he's 12, he'll be like, this happened. My friend told me 10 years later that this is what was going on, kind of thing. So we can kind of fill in some blanks. So I really liked that about it, but we've only seen one ghost. They've only been to 3 like spooky places so far. I think I'm actually them going to the 4th one right now, if I remember correctly. But I'm almost done. So it's just like not a lot of, I don't know, I thought there would be an actual ghost, which I guess there kind of was, but I thought there'd be more interactions with ghosts than there has been. I don't know. I'm just not loving it. I don't know what else to say, really. I like them when we're like in the present with that main character. I like those times because he's a neurosurgeon. So it's just really cool to see some cases he has. I really like those, but that has nothing to do with the story at all, really. And then with Carvalhal, I'm, like I said, about halfway through. We're on day 2 of the Carvalhal. So she found out on the first day. She got there, and you have to be in your hotel by a certain time, and all the doors locked or you're left outside. And if you don't make it on the first night, you can't be in the game. So they almost missed it and weren't even in the game, but of course, the book must go on, so they make it. And their first clue is an envelope with the girl's sister's name on it, because the sister came as well. It's kind of confusing, but they got there like onto the island at different times. So the whole time, actually the whole book so far, she's just looking for her sister. Like the whole time they've been on this island, she's looking for her sister. Wants to know where her sister's at, where to meet her sister, where is her sister gonna go, which has been kind of annoying to me, but I guess I get it. If I had plans to be with my sibling on an island and I'm not finding him, I'd be a little worried. So the first envelope she gets is her sister's name, and so someone had to explain to her, but to win the game, she has to find her sister. So right now, like that's the whole point of the game, is to find her sister to win. So we're on the start of day 2. She obviously hasn't found her sister. She has like 5 days or whatever to find her. And yeah, that's about all. So far, it's okay too. Like, it's interesting, but the main character is kind of annoying me. I don't know. I just don't like the main character very much. She's, like I said, she's so worried about her sister, which I get, but I feel like she's so worried she's not paying attention. Like, that clue literally said, like, her sister's name, here's her room, and it had more words under it I can't remember, pretty much telling her that to win, you need to find her. But she's not, like, paying attention, so she read her sister's name and her room number, got the key, and went in there. Didn't even read the rest of the note. Someone had to tell her the next day, like, did you even read the rest of it? Like, it tells you she's not going to be in her room. That's the whole point. You have to find her. So she's just so hyper-focused on finding her sister, she's not paying attention. And I just feel like she's not making smart decisions, which is kind of annoying me. But I'm going to keep listening while I do some more chores around the house. And hopefully I'll get a pretty far into it, whatever. I don't know what I'm saying. My goal is to finish these 2 books. Maybe not today, but maybe, because I got halfway done with Carvalhal yesterday.
in one day. So maybe I can finish it today. And then finish the Saturday Night Ghost Club. And then I will have hit all the prompts, technically, because the couple next door ended up having multiple POVs, so I can put it in the spot for that prompt. Even if I get to the guest list, I don't think I'll be able to finish it, but at least not in time for this. I'm obviously going to finish it eventually, but yeah, that is the update. I'm not really loving the Saturday Night Ghost Club. Carvalhal's okay, but it's not really the most interesting yet to me either. And it's a series, so that still really confuses me. And I think it's like 4 books. It might only be 3, but it is a whole ass series, which I don't get. So I'm interested to see how it ends, to see if I'll be interested in picking the rest up. At the moment, no, but I still have half the book left, so we'll see, I guess. Hi friends, it is 9:30 on Saturday night. Man, not working really confuses me what day we're on, but it's 9:30 on Saturday. I finally finished the Saturday Night Ghost Club. I did really enjoy the end. So after the last time I updated you, I obviously started reading again, and I really liked it from that point on. But I was kind of bored in the beginning, so I don't really know what to rate it yet. But I did really like the end, and it is really short, so I don't want to say don't read it, but it's not like as spooky as I was anticipating, but it was really cute, so I did like it. It also kind of reminded me of like a John Green, like Looking for Alaska or Paper Towns, with the main character boy, and of course there's a girl. Like, it's his friend's sister, so he was just in love with her, even though she was like barely in the book, but that's okay. That was slightly weird. I felt like it was almost identical to some stuff John Green has done, but other than that, really enjoyed the end. I am 75% done with Carvalhal. It did get darker, so I like that. I'm going to put my headphones in and read the book physically with the audiobook before I go to bed tonight, and hopefully I can get very close to being done with it. Libby says I have about 2.5 hours left, I think, and I listened to it at 2 times the speed, so maybe like an hour and a half. Like I said, it's 9:30, so we'll just see if I get tired, but that is my plans for the rest of the night. And I just want to update you that I finally finished a book, because I feel like it's taking me forever to finish that book, even though it's so short. But anyway, glad I finally finished it, and as long as I finish Carvalhal, I will have met all the prompts, so I'm very happy about that. But I would still really like to get to the guest list. It's been something I've been wanting to read for a long time now. I will update you in the morning. It is Sunday, the last day. Last night I finished both those books. So I finished the Saturday Night Ghost Club, which I already told you, and I ended up finishing Carvalhal. I did really enjoy the ending, and I now see how there's another book, like the epilogue. I can't think of the word. I don't know what I'm trying to say there, but at the epilogue, like the last line, kind of just like made it where you would, how there'd be a next book. Set it up. Jesus, I think that was what I was trying to say. Set up the next book. I just woke up, okay? Well, maybe not just. Maybe like 30, 45 minutes ago. But I just made me some coffee in my giraffe mug, because I love giraffes. Daisy's right here. Cutie. Okay, and then after I finished Carvalhal, I wasn't really done reading, so I started the guest list. Not very far, but I started it, I got to page 45, which is pretty good. I don't think there's any way in heckin' Bob I'm gonna finish this today, but I'm gonna give it a go, you know? I'm gonna give it the good old college try. So, there's 313 pages, it looks like, so. Like I said, I am listening to it. Last night, when I started reading it, I wasn't loving the audiobook. I kind of just wanted to read it on my own because I feel like I could read it faster. I don't know, but I liked how the audiobook has different narrators for each character. So I was like, I bet that would help me keep them straight in my mind. So I was listening to it, but one of the narrators I don't like. So I don't know, because this is in Ireland. This island that they're going to for this wedding is in Ireland. And, you know, Lucy Foley, I want to say she's from London. Yeah, she lives in London. Speaking of, you know how, like, at the end of books, or not the end, the back of books, or, like, the back flap of books will have, like, about the author. It will just be, like, a short little paragraph, you know? Please look at this one for Lucy Foley, because it made me laugh so hard last night. Lucy Foley is, oh shit, it might be backwards for you. I also just hit myself in the face. It said, is the author of 4 novels, including The Hunting Party. She lives in London. Perfect. Love it. That's all you need to know. She lives in London, and she wrote The Hunting Party. You're welcome. I don't know, it just made me laugh. I was like, oh wow, real detailed there. But anyway, she lives in London. So a lot of the narrators have an English accent. There's a few like Irish accents, which is fine. I don't mind them, but I'm also listening at like 2.5 times the speed. So it's a little bit harder for me just because I'm not used to listening to that accent. And they also say the audiobook and the physical book don't say the same words sometimes. So I think this one was kind of translated for America. And not like translated, but you know how the bachelorette parties here in London, or I don't know where all, but Europe probably all of Europe, but they call it a hen party. So that's what they're called. That's what they call bachelorette parties, is hen parties. So in the book, it says bachelorette party, but the audiobook will say hen party, and there's just a few words that are switched for me to know what it means, which is great, but it just kind of throws me off when I'm listening, when I'm not hearing the same word that I'm seeing. So I don't know if I'm going to continue listening. I'll probably give it a little bit longer. I'll probably keep listening while I read for a little bit and see how I'm feeling about it this morning. But let me tell you what this book is about. It is about this couple getting married on this island, the guest list, you know, the guest list for the wedding. And on the back it says, an exclusive wedding on a remote Irish island. The bride, the +1, the best man, the wedding planner, and the bridesmaid. So we get point of views of all those people, like it goes back and forth. And it starts out like at the wedding and like the electricity's going out. This is in the first chapter, okay? Don't come read this, not spoil. It says the lights go out, and then there's like a storm, so it's kind of like cutting out the electricity. Well, I guess where we're ready, it goes out, stays out for a little bit longer than the previous times. And when it comes back, at least, I don't know who narrates this first part, because it literally just says, now the wedding night. And it says, you know, like, no one notices these bloody footprints on the ground. And then you hear a scream, and it just, like, ends. So, I mean, we kind of just know there's a death. And so it starts off with a death, I assume. But it doesn't tell you who, obviously, and it doesn't tell you why, of course. So there starts out there is a death in the middle of this wedding. So we have all these point of views, and it goes back to the day before the wedding, when people are coming to the island for said wedding. But yeah, I'm assuming, since these are the point of views we get, that one of them killed somebody. I don't know. But like I said, I've only gotten 40 pages in, so I don't know a lot. I think I've only read from each point point of view once. No, I read the bride's point of view twice now. But other than that, that's as far as I've gotten. So, I mean, I'm intrigued at the moment. So, we'll see if I like it. A friend of mine said she didn't like it. But I swear to God, this book is like so popular on YouTube. So, we'll see how it goes. You tired now? You have a good walk? You have fun? As suspected, I did not finish the guest list today. I got to page 165 out of about 300. Yeah, 300-ish. So I am really enjoying it. I'm gonna try to maybe finish it tomorrow. But it'll be the end of the readathon tonight in an hour actually. So there's no way I'll finish it. But like I said before, I'm gonna count the couple next door as the multiple POVs and the book with lights on the cover. So technically I met all the prompts, but I wasn't able to do a book per prompt, unfortunately. I don't know, I wasn't in as much of a reading mood as I wanted to be this week, just with everything with school and work. I've had other things on my mind, and I haven't really wanted to just sit on my couch and read all day. I've been wanting to do things, so. And you can't exactly read a book while you're hanging out with friends. I mean, I guess you could, but I didn't. But yeah, that is all for me tonight. I might update you in the morning, or not in the morning, but tomorrow. Just kind of like recap everything I read. And I'll see if I can get some more progress done on this. Maybe before I update. Just so you at least know my thoughts on it, even if I wasn't able to finish it for the readathon specifically. I'm going to bed now. I start my new job in the morning, so I gotta get a good night's rest. Alright, well, I was not able to finish the guest list, unfortunately, but I was able to get about 85% of the way through with it. I listened to the audiobook a lot today. I went on a walk with my dog and was able to almost finish it, but there's been a few twists that happened, and the most recent twist I did see coming, so that's unfortunate. But I still don't know who died or why yet, so I'm interested to see who it is and who did it. But sadly, I will leave you on a cliffhanger, and you won't get to know until my wrap-up for the month. Sorry, but thank you so much for watching my vlog, and if you haven't watched part 1, you should go watch that one too. Thanks. Bye.